I was just getting ready to push out this video, but wait! The Texans make another signing, actually a re-signing of MJ Stewart, the safety. He's a nice depth piece, helps out in the special teams. They got him a lot cheaper. They, obviously lost Eric Murray in free agency to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but they were able to retain MJ Stewart, I'm going to guess, on a pretty cheap contract. It went from a double dose to now a triple dose of great news for your Houston Texans. The signings keep on rolling in, and the Texans seem to be getting the best value out of any team in NFL free agency so far. Exactly what Caserio likes to do. How did I ever doubt this man? Why did I ever doubt this man? Caserio is cooking, and coming up, I'm going to break down the signings of Laken Tomlinson and Mario Edwards Jr. Welcome into Texans today. The news keeps on rolling for your Houston Texans. We got a double dose of good news, as we like to say here at Chat Sports, for you in Texans free agency. Two signings, one signing, actually one re-signing for your Texans. We'll break down the offensive lineman first for your Houston Texans. Laken Tomlinson signed to a one-year, $4.25 million deal, and this is a great value signing for the Texans. Laken Tomlinson, a guard formerly of the 49ers, so familiar with DeMeco Ryans, has worked with him in the past. I think this is a move that really helps out your Houston Texans and helps out the offensive line. It's going to be a total culture shift, a total change up front on the front five. We've already seen that. They shipped out Jeremy Chuggs. They shipped out Kenyon Green. I wouldn't be surprised if we get 3 new starters along the offensive line for the start of the 2025 NFL season, and Laken Tomlinson might just be one of them. Let me know down in the comments section. There's been a lot of debate of what the configuration of the offensive line is going to look like, where everybody's going to slot in on the new Texans offensive line going into next season. Go down in the comments section and let me know. Will Laken Tomlinson start at guard next season for your Houston Texans? Give me a yes, give me a no down below in the comments section. As of right now, I would say yes, it's looking that way. Now, Laken Tomlinson has had an up and down year, up and down career, somewhat of a roller coaster of a career with him. He's been up, and then he'll have a down year, and then he'll have a good year, and then he'll kind of go back down. Laken Tomlinson, though, did play some of his best ball with the 49ers, and I think DeMeco Ryans saw that, and he goes, hey, we can get this guy at a $4.25 million evaluation for his services. That's a lot better than a Will Fries, who's getting paid more than $17 million on a yearly basis. I mean, that's pretty crazy. A guy who played 5 games last year. He's young. He's really good. But if you're looking at the straight value of it, this way out supersedes the Will Fries contract and probably what they were looking at a guy like Mekhi Becton. They probably saw what he was going to make on the open market and said, no, we're not going to do that. We'd rather sign Laken Tomlinson and draft some more guys. So now your new Texans offensive line depth chart looks a little something like this. I have Blake Fisher right now slotted in as your starting left tackle. Laken Tomlinson as the left guard. Jarrett Patterson and Juice Scruggs at center and right guard, but expect that to change. No way I think both those guys are starting up front. I think you'll see Jarrett Patterson and Juice Scruggs battling out to see who's going to be the center for your Texans next year. And I think they want to move Titus Howard back out to right tackle. I think they're going to want to put him in the spot that he's most comfortable in. Howard has played at left guard in the past with the Texans, slotted in, moved in at guard for them on multiple occasions to help out this team. I think they're going to move him back out to right tackle where he belongs for this Texans offensive line. That's not the only signing, though, the Texans made early this morning. We saw the C.J. Gardner-Johnson trade. We saw a lot of things happening. The Texans make this move. They also go out and make another move. They are re-signing Mario Edwards Jr., 2-year, $9.5 million deal, and I absolutely am over the moon on this deal for the Houston Texans. I think Mario Edwards Jr. was one of the more unsung heroes last year for this Texans defensive line, and they want to continue to build that strength. One of their biggest strengths was the D-line last year, and they want to continue that going into 2025. Mario Edwards Jr. was part of that scary front. Now you have him, Danico Autry. You have 2 guys that you re-signed yesterday as well, Derek Barnett, you have Darrell Taylor, and then obviously you have the star pass rushing duo of Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter. I loved the idea of bringing back Mario Edwards Jr. I said the Texans should prioritize him, and hopefully later on in the free agency cycle, I'm hoping that they re-sign Foley Fatukasi as well to really solidify that defensive tackle unit. Then you won't really have to look into the draft as much, maybe a later round option, but expect the Texans draft this year to be offensive heavy. I think that's why they're going out and getting all these really good value guys on the defensive side, signing a lot of defensive players in free agency so that they can go offensive heavy in the NFL draft. Now, coming up, I'm going to do a full Texans free agency tracker, break down all the moves that they've done so far, plus an NFL free agency tracker of the moves that have happened so far today, just to keep you up to date. I know not everybody can watch every single one of my videos, so it's going to be a little update for y'all. If this is the first Texans Today video you've watched, one, hit that sub button, but also I'm going to keep you updated with everything that's happened so far in NFL free agency. Before I do that, a quick word from our friends over at Fanatics. If you're looking for a new Texans jersey, maybe a new Texans player that just signed, I don't know, maybe like a CJ Gardner-Johnson, go check him out, chatsports.com/Texans jerseys, all different sizes, all different colors available over there. You can get a brand new Stingley jersey, the Battle Red. I mean, all different kinds, sizes, shapes available for you over there. It'll be in the comment section, description of today's video. Go check them out, our friends over at Fanatics. You got to use this link, though, so they know that we sent you. It's chatsports.com/Texans jerseys. Now, some moves that the Texans have made. Derek Barnett, Trayman Smith, two guys who, a decent re-signing, special teamer guy. Frank Ross is going to like him. Darrell Taylor, I said, an edge rusher that's going to help out that depth. Justin Watson, they also re-signed Dare Agumbawale, Kurt Heinisch, some other moves that they made. They also traded for Christian Kirk a little bit ago as well. Some more moves coming down the pipeline late last night, and then this morning, Jake Hansen, the linebacker, they re-signed him 1 year, $1.7 million deal. CJ Gardner-Johnson, that trade this morning, sending Kenyon Green to the Eagles. In return, the Texans are getting safety CJ Gardner-Johnson, which, as I said in my video this morning, this Texans secondary is about to be scary hours. It's about to be awesome for the Houston Texans in the secondary. I think it's going to be a fantastic move for them. I really do believe he's going to help fill out this unit. And then the two moves that were made today, Laken Tomlinson and Mario Edwards Jr., both awesome moves by the Texans. I think I was worried yesterday with the trade of Jeremy Chuggs. Of course, I know a lot of Texans fans were just like me and were like, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what's going on with this Texans offensive line, with what this Texans team is trying to do in free agency. But I've had a little bit more faith with some of the moves they've made today. I like the move for CJ Gardner-Johnson. I like the move that they made for Laken Tomlinson. I like the move that they've made for Mario Edwards Jr. So they're starting to, stack up these pretty good moves that I'm liking them doing in free agency. I really like what Nick Caserio's done. I can't lie. They had us in the first half. But this, second half of free agency, the second half is the second day, they've really stepped it up. Daniel Jones might be the quarterback for the Colts. This is maybe a triple dose of good news for the Houston Texans, with Daniel Jones possibly being the quarterback you're going up against in Indianapolis. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. That just shows you how out I believe they are on Anthony Richardson. And then the Texans making a ton of moves today. I'm pretty sure they're going to continue to make moves, and I'm almost positive. You know what? I'm not almost positive, Trace. I'm 100% positive we're going to break it down here on the channel. That's why you got to hit that sub button. And if you even want more Texans content, if you want my thoughts, my feelings, my expressions on the team, you can follow me on social media. On X, at Jeremy Chuggs, IG, at Texans Today CS, TikTok, at Jeremy Chuggs as well. Go check them out over there. Those links will be in the comment section too. Texans making some great moves. They'll continue to make some good moves, and I'm going to continue to break it all down.